Hello everyone, this is a review on the HMDX Jam Plus Bluetooth speaker, which is right here. It's a small canister speaker that is a top firing with a small, slim, as you can see, kind of a bass port slit at the bottom of it that actually gives it a lot more performance than your standard small canister speaker. So while it's in the same price range, it is quite a bit louder, does sound better, and you'll hear that in a second. The other thing about it that's unique is that you can add a second speaker and get true stereo sound. And there are other speakers that do this, but this is the first one that's at this kind of price point, and it actually sounds pretty darn good, so we'll see that as well. So first, let's listen to how it sounds with one speaker. I'll add a second, and then we'll go from there. Okay, then let's try these Jam Plus speakers. So you turn one on, and you notice that this one is set on the bottom to right, and then the speaker here set on the bottom to left. Now if you only have one speaker, you'd have it set to mono. You hear the snare drum, and that means that they are on and ready to go. Now we're just going to play some nice non-copyrighted music like Yankee Doodle to see how they sound, and then we'll go from there. So again, that's how easy it is to pair. Next, we're going to listen to the music. Okay, so I've got both speakers paired now, and we're going to listen to, again, Yankee Doodle, some nice non-copywritten music. And this is at full volume, so get a feel. And again, they can be placed at a pretty significant distance from each other. And I've had the speakers as far as 10-15 feet away with no problem at all. Now I would love to show you how these actually sound compared to other speakers. For instance, the Supertooth Disco Twin, which are also Bluetooth stereo speakers. So you can see here the Supertooth Disco Twins, and combined, you know, they're roughly twice the price for two speakers compared to the HMDX Jam Plus. So they are louder and they do sound a little bit better, but they're more than twice the cost. Now both of these have a defect in them, or apparently since it happens from two different companies, it's something that happens in all these stereo speakers like this. And that is if there's another Bluetooth device around, you get interference in one of the channels. So that happens in both the Supertooth Disco Twin and on the HMDX Jam 2. So keep that in mind, and it's the reason why I can't compare it to other speakers is because the second I connect another Bluetooth device, I have to turn these off and then repair it back with my iPad in order to get rid of the interference. And the interference is a static and kind of a mumbling of one of the speakers that's receiving it, so you do get that Bluetooth interference. So keep that in mind, and it seems to be kind of a flaw native in all of these wireless stereo speakers. Okay, so there are a couple flaws. One we talked about was the interference that you get, and the other is that the shiny yellow you have here actually is prone to scratching. So we'll see on there here on this speaker, you can see right here, if you rub this enamel, you do get the color coming out. So it's kind of disappointing that they're not able to put a nice clear coat or something on there to make these speakers a little bit more durable. And the problem is if you're going to take them and you're going to put them in your backpack or something, you're going to experience that color coming off. So I'm going to take a star away for that specifically, because really it's something they should have avoided. Overall, I'm going to give them 4 stars, 1 star off for having them kind of scratch prone. But other than that, they do sound very good, especially at this price point. Typically at this price point, one of these speakers are much smaller and has maybe half the sound volume. These have good sound volume. They don't have tremendous bass, but they have fair bass. They do sound pretty good. They are completely wireless, although if you do have other Bluetooth devices around, it will cause interference. They sound a bit muffled maybe, but not bad, not at this price point. If you're looking for real high-end, kind of like the new Force S3 BT Bluetooth speakers, those are going to sound much better than these, and truly the Supertooth Disco Twins sound better than these, but not at this price point. Again, you're less than half the price. So I would give them 4 stars. Battery life is 4 hours, which might be a bit optimistic at full volume. They charge relatively quickly. And again, the overall size, they're about half the size of a can of beer or soda. So just to put it in perspective. They do come in a variety of colors. So you're not stuck with just yellow. Yellow just happens to be the color they sent me. But for the most part, I do like them. I wish they were a little bit more scratch resistant. I wish that you did not get the Bluetooth interference between channels. But again, with this price and the sound performance and the sound volume that they have, they're pretty tough to beat. I do like them, and again, 4 stars.